Hey guys, Johnny again. Oh, last video, Alice Cooper, Pretty's For You was the first album, but they came out, that was 69, even though it's 70 on the case, and that was 70. But they're more or less the same, so they would definitely not have beaten Paranormal, so that's that out of the way. There was one band, I should actually introduce it firstly. Right, this is another load of first and latest or last albums by the same band. There's different bands in this, obviously, I'm doing a few at a time. But yeah, you choose which one is the best, or you can do a thread video, it's up to you, or comment below. I'm going to start off with Wasp and self-titled album, against Golgotha, which is a brilliant album, amazing album. You know, Miss You has been such a the ideal song for my life at the moment. A few of you guys will know and understand what I mean, but yeah, Golgotha. But which one would you choose? I would probably have to go for the first album, but that's still quite a hard choice. But yeah, would have to go with the first one. So that's that one out of the way. The next one is a record, or one of the records I showed yesterday, but not the same one, cover. And it is AC/DC's High Voltage. And yeah, this is a awesome album. But does Rock or Bust compare with this? No, don't adjust your TV set or your screen or whatever, it's the special cover. Yeah, this one's got a tear down there, so ignore that. I could have showed you my one I showed yesterday, but I thought, nah, I'll get this one out. So yeah, High Voltage or Rock or Bust. For me, it's High Voltage all day long. I've probably listened to that once and never again, so there we go for that one. Another record I showed yesterday, Appetite for Destruction by Guns N' Roses, against Chinese Democracy, which is one that I've played once and just thought, nah, definitely not for me. That yes, that no. So Appetite wins it for me on that. Then we go on to another record most of you are familiar with, Dio's Holy Diver, against Master of the Moon. So yeah, which one out of the first or last would you choose? No contest, all day long. I know in my last video I showed somewhere it was the newer album that was winning, but at the moment it's the older stuff. So yeah, Dio, Holy Diver wins that hands down. This one just doesn't do it for me. I know Scott the Rock Scout said that he enjoyed this a lot. I bought this when it originally came out in 2004 and just thought, nah. Right, next one, Bon Jovi's Debut, one of my favourite albums by them, definitely probably my favourite 80s one by them, against the The House Is Not For Sale album, which is not, if you see, I haven't put this in a protective sleeve. This is actually still in the shrink wrap from the day I bought it in 20... I think I left it for about a year before I bought this, so I've had this for over a year and never opened it. I've listened to most of the songs on there on YouTube and just thought, well, it's not really worth me taking the shrink off. I did not enjoy that, but this wins hands down all day long. Right, next one is going to be slightly different with the outcome, I think. Thin Lizzy, Shades of a Blue Orphanage, all the way from the early 70s. What was it? 72. It's an okay album. It's not what everybody expects, like of the Whiskey in a Jar onwards. This was before then. I think this one has got, what's it got on? Yeah, it's not on this one, but yeah, it was later on. This up against the last album, which had John Sykes in, Thunder and Lightning. This is a double. This has got a live. This too is live. This one is the album, and yeah. This has got like Cold Sweat on, which Megadeth have did a cover on, of. I think it was on Dystopia, or was it on one of their other albums, slightly earlier. I think it's Dystopia. I can't remember. I got Dystopia right here somewhere. There it is. Let's have a look. Is Cold Sweat on there? No, Cold Sweat was on the album before, I think. Yes, it was. The Sun Goes Down, amazing song. Thunder and Lightning as well. And then on the live stuff, you got Killer on the Loose, Hollywood, Boys Are Back in Town, and Emerald. It's only a 4-track live, 2 tracks aside. But yeah, this wins over Shades of Blue Orphanage all day long. Next one is going to be, did I pull? Yeah, I did. Do not adjust your sets. I'm going to show you both covers of the first album by Europe. This is actually it took me many years to find a copy, and this was my first copy I found back in the mid-90s, about 94, 95 time I found that. But I found it. Yeah, we found it on we found it on CD first, and then we found it on I found it on LP. This is one I bought in Jersey back then. That was found it, and my brother picked it up and goes, "John, look what I found." And I went, "Oh, you bugger, I want that." And he kept teasing me for well, obviously I was a lot younger, I was late teens, and he kept saying, "Oh, I'm going to sell this, get rid of it." I went, "Don't you bloody dare, I want it, I want it." But then I found this one not so long back, probably last year I think I got this one. Much better nick. But yeah, the first album by Europe against Walk the Earth, the new one. Anybody recognise the picture? Metal Mickey does. So yeah, I am going to go with this is a great album. I haven't given it a huge amount of listens, but I'm going to choose that definitely. I've grown to love that album a hell of a lot since I originally got it. It is another great debut. You know, when I first got it, I didn't appreciate it as much, but now, you know, later on in life, I've appreciated that one so much more. Oh, right, next one. Led Zeppelin's first album. Against Coda, the last one. These are all like, you know, I'm only doing the album, so there's no live stuff. So yeah, Led Zeppelin, the first album, Against that. It's a no-brainer. You know, there's not so many good songs on there at all, and this one's got Good Times, Bad Times, Babe I'm Gonna Leave You, which Great White did a cover of, Dazed and Confused, Communication Breakdown, stuff like that on there. And you know, it's not my favourite of Led Zeppelin, but that is a far better album than the last one that was put out. So there we go on that one. And I think I'm going to do this one next. Paradise Lost. A lot heavier doom metal band that went into being more like, from the one extreme to being a much heavier version of Depeche Mode at one stage in the late 1990s, early 2000s, and then starting to go back to where they were back, and they sort of came a bit full circle, but not as growly as this. So yeah, this is the new one, Medusa, that came out last year. Last year, yeah. If I have to choose between these two, I would go with this. I love the new stuff. I actually prefer this over the first couple of albums of Paradise Lost. I more tend to lean towards the stuff that was with Ember's Fire on the Gothic album. Is it Gothic? Yeah, it's Gothic, eh? It's got Ember's Fire and True Belief on, and then from then on. But you know, these weren't expensive when I picked this one up, so pretty cool. But I'm still, you know, I will always go for this. I prefer the album that came before this though, but yeah, still prefer that over the early one, the first one. This one's going to cause a bit of controversy, maybe. I might get some people go, oh no, but you can't say that. But I'm going to go with Warrant. And the album I'm going to go with is, people are going to go, that's not the last one. But it is the last proper, full studio album with Jani Lane. Okay? And it is Warrant's Belly to Belly, Volume 1, Warrant 96 album. This is there was one that came after this with Jani Lane, but it was a covers album. It only had 2 studio tracks, so I'm not going to count that. And then the albums that came after Jani Lane left, I don't count that as Warrant. So Warrant, and I don't think we're going to beat this unless it was Cherry Pie. But yeah, there you go. That's going to get my score. This, a lot of people don't like, or people that, you know, there's a lot of people I've never even seen show this. I know that Frankie, he's not into this one. I was at the time. There are some songs in it I still love to this day, but it's not, you know, it is very, very strange compared to the first 3 albums. So yes, so Dirty, Rotten, Filthy, Stinking Rich wins that hands down. Next one is going to be King Cobra's Ready to Strike album against King Cobra 2, which is not technically the second album. This is the second album with Paul Shortino on, and obviously has Johnny Rod again back in the band, and you've got the 2 original guitarists, and you've got Carmen Apiece on drums again, who was, you know, the only person that's not in this is Marcy Free, or Mark Free, and that's what, you know, I like Paul Shortino. I love the stuff he's done, but I don't feel this is a proper. I never listened to there's one before this that came out, and then this is number 2 with Paul Shortino. This is proper King Cobra for me, with Mark Free on vocals at the time, and yeah, absolutely awesome album. Ready to Strike. Hunger is my favourite all-time song ever of theirs. So yes, King Cobra, Ready to Strike wins hands down. We go on to another one related to that. Unruly Child's debut, which could have done much better if the label hadn't dropped them. But yeah, awesome debut album with Mark Free on vocals, Marcy Free, and then the last studio album they've done, Can't Go Home, sorry. I enjoyed the album before this, but this one, there's a few good songs on it, but it doesn't kick kick ass like that. So yeah, just totally different. So the original wins that. But yeah, done the wasp. Yeah, that's it for that video, and I will hook out some more hopefully and do another one. Let me know in the comments what you think of which album was your favourite, the first, the latest, or last one they ever did, or latest, obviously the one they're doing or done. Yeah, cheers. And if you're wondering why I got a baby on my t-shirt, it's Megadeth's Euthanasia, my original Megadeth Euthanasia from back in when the album came out. And luckily I lost a bit of weight. It's starting to fit again. Cheers. See you later.